We got the Gathering Point. You know the director, Uncle Dennis in the house once again. It is 8:16 and this is show 156. Ladies and gentlemen, good day.
Bada bing, Command Central has issues. No, we're using it for something else. I want to give a shout out to everyone. Today was a day Sam was feeling a little under the weather and everyone pulled together amazingly.
Everyone did.
To figure this out. We have one camera today. There was a technical piece we didn't have, so we got one camera. Uncle Dennis is managing it. We moved Command Central over so he can swing around.
Oh, yeah.
And today we have some special guests. Straight from Holly, a land far, far away, we have 3 special gentlemen here to entertain you for the evening. May I introduce, drum roll please, the Royal Glassmakers! Hey!
The Royal Glassmakers.
And we still got sweat stains on Chris's shirt from last year. It smells great. It's
He
perfect.
said he washed all his clothes.
Perfect.
Can we get a shot of their feet? Now there's real Renaissance.
That's serious garb, folks.
Absolutely.
My dragon boots.
Yeah. That'd be fitting.
I got a
Doesn't
dragon
fit.
eye.
I've got a dragon eye.
I've also got a ogre toe.
What? Don't show anybody that. They all think you're the toe man.
Good gravy. So we started here, back up to the table and go over the table because it's Renaissance product.
Yeah, we'll show off the products real quick to start it up.
Yeah.
Looks like we've still got a Breath of Michigan situation going down here, folks, for those of you that haven't participated and got your Breath of Michigan shirt. But what are we all about at the Ren Fair?
Ren-a-Fair right here, guys. I'm going to be making a drinking horn tonight. Check this puppy out.
Jeez.
And you hang these things right on your side. And you just walk around and rock it.
You rock
And they-
it real
yep,
good.
And they do hold, just this one here holds about 36 ounces.
Wow.
Which is pretty heavy duty. So you put whatever you want in there, some lemonade or what have you.
Dragon's mead.
Yeah, dragon's mead for sure. But this baby, so you don't stab yourself in the leg if you're walking and all of a sudden,
Ouch.
could do some damage. But drinking horns are a big Renaissance deal. As well as the bosom chillers. And if you haven't seen or heard of what a bosom chiller is, it's exactly what it is. It cools your bosom. And you put some ice in there. Jake, could you do a little demo, please?
Let me get
Above
the
your
dragon eye out of the
dragon
way.
eye.
If I put a bunch of ice in this and I was wearing a corset, I'd tuck it right in here next to the microphone. And it'd be right against my chest. It'd be ice cold. And people do this. People use this all the time. You go to Disney World. You go to the farmer's market. You go to wherever you're going that you're sweating.
The
this
Red
is
Wings
a beautiful
game.
thing. Sure.
You could do a red and white bosom chiller and take it to the Red Wings game with you and rock on.
That would be serious.
That's right.
The other thing we really specialize in at the Ren Fair are, like you see with number 7 here, that's a lot of beautiful drinkware. You know how our drinkware situation is, but if you take a gander down here, folks, I do believe I'm going to be making a dagger tonight. Now, we'd classify that as a sword, and then Chris, this is one of Chris's favorites, so he put it on a custom piece of wood, and this thing hangs on the wall. It's a ridiculous piece, number 7 here. Super one-of-a-kinder, but I'm going to be making one that's not going to go on some wood. This is going to be one for sale at the Ren Fair. I might swing it around on stage a little bit and get crazy with it, or someone's going to purchase it from the show tonight because tech support is prepared to put these pieces on the website.
And what's the story with the glasses? Is there some type of deal going on here with number 2?
Yes, there is a deal, and the deal is, and I can't knock down the pricing for you exactly
65.
because there's 2 different ones. I heard one number.
What is it?
So 65 is either number 1 or 2, but and I believe it's number 2
Yes.
because you get a cup, you get a handmade recycle glass optic twist special. These were all made by Chris, and then you've got a shirt that comes with it. Or number 1, you're going to get a bubble that was part of the Breath of Michigan world record we broke, and you get a shirt as well. We can't necessarily sell the shirts because they're not our shirts to sell, folks. So let's move on and let's get on to the show.
You don't get a free shirt with this beautiful rose that you buy for your honey. And it's either going to be your Your honey might be a boy, your honey might be a girl. But it doesn't make a difference because your honey bear is gonna love it.
Honey bear.
That's a beaut. Look at it. That's right. And you could wear that on your outfit as well too, and you could even wear it in your bosom.
You can wear that anywhere.
A bosom rose.
Did everyone see the special event sign behind Chris?
They
This
saw
is
you
a
poke Chris in the eye
special
with it last
event.
week.
What did I do with it?
You poked him
Oh,
right in the
yeah.
eye with it.
Oh.
My eye still hurts.
So for a warmer upper, maybe Joey, would you want to do like a mini drinking horn or something like that?
Do that.
What?
It's fun.
Or a mini
Oh,
shot glass?
boy.
Or if you guys both aren't warm, I'm warmer than heck. But if one of you guys want to spin a mold or something like that,
Spin a mold.
that's
Joey,
right.
Joey was at the beach all day and he's looking pretty tan.
At the beach. I was at the beach,
So,
everybody. That was
so
such
I
a
think
nice
he
day.
gets to warm up first. It sounds
All
great.
right.
All right. I'll go first.
So
Sounds
let's
good.
see what he comes up with, folks. This piece is the warmer upper. It's going to be for sale. We're going to talk about glass blowing, and it's going to be super cool.
So maybe we describe a little bit about what's going on around the shop.
Please.
The very basics, you guys. If you look over here, he's gathering out of that furnace. It holds about 200 pounds of molten glass in the consistency of honey right now. When glass is heated up to a working temperature that we like is about 2,100 degrees. It's a liquid, just like honey, literally just like the consistency of honey. And it sits in that furnace. Yes, sir.
I prefer barbecue sauce.
You prefer barbecue sauce texture?
Yeah.
What? Well, I've never gathered barbecue sauce, but this guy is from Texas, and he is tan. He looks like he's been working the spit all day today.
Yeah. That's right.
Maybe it just means it's hot. Barbecue sauce is thicker or
We were
thinner.
grilling all day at the beach.
Thick
Yeah,
barbecue
exactly.
sauce.
Working
Great.
his tail off.
So great.
Real
Working the
thick.
ribs. So he gathered up that molten glass out of the furnace, and he added some white glass onto the surface. If you just signing in right now, you didn't hear Jake say
Behind
that
you, I am.
Joey's going to be making a mini drinking shot horn. And you can shoot whatever you want out of that little mini horn, but it is going to be a tasty one.
It
We
will
saw
shoot.
a ton of these things out at the Renaissance Festival.
And we haven't even done one day's worth of them yet. That's going to come along tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh,
So are you gathering over this? All right.
Skin it, and then I like to cover it in a dark color, probably guessing that's gold brown.
he's probably going to be taking it to Crackletown, aren't you? I smell it in the air.
Yes.
So
can
he's
smell it.
going.
You
He's
can
going
smell
for
it.
the
Yeah, you got
crackle.
black and gold brown.
He's got white on the inside, and he's going to put a dark color on the outside. Then he's going to dip that molten glass into the bucket of water, which isn't here yet, and it's going to crackle the surface. So when he blows the air into the pipe, it's going to expand those cracks and expose the white through the dark color on the outside. It's going to be pretty sweet. It really looks like bone. It looks like some type of like tusk of some kind. So you're probably making a tusk
Yeah.
horn.
From Tuscany.
I like it. From Tuscany too. He's got all the answers today, you guys.
All right. We don't want the core to get too hot because I need to maintain the bubble. But I do need to get it hot enough to put some color on there. We're gonna make
Juicy.
it
You're
nice
gonna
and
get
pretty.
juicy, Joey.
Juicy Joey.
We're really
Whoa.
excited about the Renaissance Festival this year, guys, because we know it's going to be busy as heck, and we're going to be blowing glass outside for like 10 hours a day, every
Or
weekend,
whatever.
until the first weekend in October, and we just can't get enough of it. It's so fun having the wind blowing, acorns getting thrown down out of the mother oak tree all over our pieces, hitting us in the head and everything. It's great.
So crazy.
Let's get a merch scale from our amazing fans here, folks. Take a good look in there. You know the scale, it's 1 to 10. Where are we at? 10 being the murkiest water you've ever seen. I'll make my my suggestion in a minute
It's
here.
looking pretty murky, and I think that in
It's
a
on the
murk
murkier side of
situation
things.
like that, if Jake gets 10 people that say drink a sip, he's
What?
gonna have to drink a sip from the murky goo. Just
No.
10 people, folks.
I
How's
just have
that?
some sort of Renaissancean issue. That's
Yeah,
what they
no,
did
no, no.
back in the Renaissance days, and they all had problems.
No, they didn't.
They drank murk water.
They did.
Yeah, they
No,
did.
they drank beer.
Unhealthy. That's why they drink beer, because the water was like
Yeah.
a Merc 8.
I took a sip one time, and it wasn't that big of a deal.
Will you tell them about the pigs?
I survived. You know, I did, you guys. You know what I did here through a friend of ours was that the house next door to him was a blacksmith, and the house next door to him had a whole big giant herd, what would be called a herd of pigs, maybe. But when the pigs got sick, they didn't have enough iron in their diet, and their tails would go straight. They'd be long and straight, hanging down. They were all sick and malnutrition. So he would let them come into the blacksmithing booth, and they would drink the water with all the iron in it from blacksmithing, and it would cure them. Their tails would curl back up, and they'd become healthy again because they were deficient in iron.
That's super wild.
Yeah.
Is that the same guy who told you the story about the glass blower lung hole in the thumb?
What? Who is that guy?
Who is this guy? Mystery man over
He's
here.
the traveling info man.
I actually see a lot of 10s on the Merck scale right now, folks. I'm here to tell you that's no 10. I've seen some murky water in my day, and that is not it. But it's darn close.
Well, I mean, how many people said that they want Jake to drink it? 10 yet?
Nobody. Literally nobody said that.
Well, I'm going to
Nobody.
take a look on my phone.
Go get your phone, Chris. You should comment. Jake, drink the water.
All right.
Well, that's
Can you
one.
guys let us know where you are from? If you could type that in the chat. I see Mariana's
Extra
from
big shot.
Maine. We've got some
Yeah,
new
it's a
people on the
hefty
show. I'd love to know where everyone's
Hefty,
from.
hefty.
All right, we've got our
Oh, nice.
jalapeno design, which is pretty much what goes into this. Next steps are going to be our landing pad for the punchy.
That'll be me.
we're
I
gonna-
would like to congratulate all the people from 6 to 7, though, I would say. And even Dave, who said a 6.6 something. That's right about where I'd put it.
So it's evil murky water.
You want some sort of clear pontoon landing pad? Or does it have color?
I don't remember. Should we do the tail bit first? I can't recall.
Tail bit.
The tail bit.
You guys know in Pittsburgh they call color Keller?
Like Helen?
Keller. Yeah,
Keller?
like Helen. Helen Keller.
Really?
Yeah, and everyone's like, what? And then
What
they
color are
say,
you
yeah.
going to use?
What color are you going to use?
We're going to use the invisible color.
The lack of color?
Whoa.
The lack of color. Clear. How about that?
All right,
Can't
that's
see it,
fine.
can't hear it, but you can feel it.
All right,
Got an
house.
Australian in the house.
Yeah, housekeeping. We got Tammy from Australia. We got Veronica from Sacramento.
Yeah.
Karen from New York.
Pat Wagner's even closer than Australia. She's from Shelby Township, Michigan. What up, Pat?
I thought we were going for the bottom one, my bad.
So good.
Here goes something fancy. He's moving it around.
Doing it.
He's doing it.
Look at him go, folks. Oh.
Yeah.
I like that. That'll be cool.
That's cool.
You want to heat that up? I can use that for the...
You know what he
Bottom
just
one?
did, you
want a
guys,
bigger one?
is you had
Oh,
to
for the other
have
one?
that
for the tail.
drinking horn is
Tail
off
bit.
center, it's
going on here?
asymmetrical, so he had to have
The extendo
a
reach.
spot that he could punchy up on
Like-
that was
like
a little bit
stretch.
closer to being on center. So that's what that little bit that he put on there is going to be. That's where Jake's going to bring him over. They're going to stick the punty on this
Not
drinking
just yet.
horn. No, not
Folks.
yet. You're going to do a little decorative action.
We got to make it pretty first. Glass is supposed to be like a lady.
I went out about 35 minutes from Dearborn to the Northville,
Like that.
library last night, folks, and did a really cool educational talk about glass blowing and the deal with it and how it all goes down. And so if there's any of those people here tonight, we had about 50 people in the audience watching the show. Welcome to the show. They saw it in the background, but if you're watching live now, it's pretty cool. And you caught us with our garb, and now I'm going for the punny, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Jake is on it tonight.
It's all right. Chris is resting before it's his turn to make the.
He's making a gigantic drinking horn.
I don't want to
He
be
can't tire
sweating it
himself
up yet.
out.
He doesn't want to sweat, you guys.
Yeah.
Sounds like someone else I know.
Hey, we've got some, I see Iowa in the house. They're out of town. Kind of cool. But
What up,
we do
Julie?
have some mail that came in we'll talk about in a little bit.
Some mail? Where did he come from?
Some mail.
Oh.
No, the flag. We got a flag.
John's hanging out real far away, 2 miles away.
John, is that John Milberg?
I could probably be like, and welcome, John Milberg, special guest star. And he'll start getting his way over here and he'll come in the door.
I love it. He's got
Come on in,
great
bud.
technical questions. He's been watching for a long time. So Joey is hooking up the torch. He went to use the torch a second ago. We had it turned off because we take a kind of family dinner before we do these shows. We had some Middle Eastern food. Everyone's got the best Middle Eastern in likely the country. And we enjoyed it together. But we turn off all the equipment as much as we can that's using the natural gas or using propane. And so we're lighting that back up right about now. Wendy, thank you. These socks are doing the trick. I actually got them last year. I got 3 different pairs, 3 different colors to match each one of my outfits. In between pieces, I think we could go through all of our garb and see what's on our belts and experience the stuff that we've accumulated over the years because it's pretty darn cool.
And I do think that Jake's got garter belts holding those socks up.
That's right. I got all kinds of stuff going on under these, whatchamacallums?
Knickers.
Knickers, yeah. Now this is where it gets tricky, you guys, when you're working with a horn.
Yeah. Lip wrap, just clear.
I didn't get a lip wrap on there, but what's tricky about horns, and you'll see it when Chris makes a larger one as well, is that they're asymmetrical. So he's got this weird dangling tail that's coming even up further to the pipe than you normally have it. And he's got to figure out where that symmetrical spot is so he can open up the lip and not have it totally leaning like a pitcher one way or the other. Not a picture, folks, a pitcher. You put lemonade in. Here comes Lippus Rapus. Yeah, Don, it was good. And we didn't have the pita, we had whatever that bread was called. Puffy fresh bread, you know what that was called?
No, yeah, it's some kind of fresh bread.
You know, those really nice
That's exactly
brown,
what it's
fresh.
called.
And we all
puffy
had the
breads.
garlic.
The puffy fresh bread.
So good. So let's see what Joey can do here, finesse-wise.
Flop it around.
This thing open. What?
Flop it around a little bit.
Yeah, just flop it and pop it open.
Yeah. I like that. Can I get a poodle?
Uh-oh, it sounds like knickers are something else over in Australia.
Oh yeah, they are.
That looks amazing, Joey. That looks really good.
I met some Australians in my travels, and they used to always say, "Cheers, big ears," every time I took a sip of their beer.
That's strange.
That was an Australian thing. Cheers, big ears.
Shoot solid handle. And bring in a gold brown one.
Sure.
Want me to grab it? At some point in
Yeah, you
time, we're
can
going to
grab
have to get a close-up on Jake's tiny little pendant.
Which one?
The dragon eye.
What does that mean? Tiny little pendant.
It's a baby dragon eye. Alright, keeping this relatively warm while Chris gathers up the handle. If you could do a gold brown one, that would be awesome.
It's not the non-bread, John. That is the Indian. And I had Indian yesterday, and I had the most hardcore garlic non-bread, folks. It was delicious.
So delicious.
So tasty. We're working on the volume, folks. As you know, tech support was under the weather today, so we've got Marissa, our gallery manager, running the show back there. Take a look at her. There
We
she
got
is.
stand-in tech support.
And she
What's
is
that?
working with it and making it happen. It's not just me. it's everybody. Cheers, big ears.
But I will say everyone's doing a great job. We got Tanya in the house, Sharon helping us answer those tech questions.
This gold brown color that we're working with, as many of you may know, this is one of the iridescent colors that we use. So it does look like it's a brown situation right now. But when we finish it up, we're going to change the atmosphere in the reheating chamber, and we're going to iridize the entire piece. And Joey's got a beautiful water crackle texture on it right now, so that it breaks through, and you're going to have iridescence and then cracks in the iridescence to the white inside. Beautiful solid hand. He cut it nice and smooth with the diamonds. He sticks it on there. Look at this guy go. The sun did warm him up pretty darn good. I'll get him the handle tool right now. He did it without the handle tool. Who needs it?
Not high.
Not Joey. Not the Texan. Oh, that reminds me. Last night I was just watching a movie. I was watching a new show I started watching, and I was sitting on the couch. The show was kind of boring, but I was holding my new favorite mug that I brought home, and I was just looking at it, and there's one, I'm not going to talk about it because I want to try it first before I tell you guys what I want to do, but there's one specific spot on the mug, and on most of the mugs that I make, that's a little bit of a funky spot on the piece, and I think there could be some way to maybe make these things even smoother and really cool looking and ergonomic.
Nice. I'm a little mind boggled by how you had a TV back in the Renaissance time.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that's bewildering. Are you a witch or a wizard?
I don't know what to say.
We'll have to
about all
report
that.
you.
Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Time traveler.
We got a little bit of hello going to Marissa over there. Looking good. Kay's got a good question. How do you anneal the products made at the Ren Fair? We've got a medieval sand pit. We throw them in and cover them up in sand and let them cool down real slow.
Ooh.
Us at the Ren Fair.
Oh, yeah.
No, we've got all of the same equipment out there. We've got an annealer, we've got one glory hole, and we've got some other good things, some tasty things out there, a furnace and whatnot. We use partially recycled glass. We kind of mix it with the clear, and it becomes basically clear. And Joey's putting on some icing right now. Look at the way he's working that. He's baking a cake.
That's kind of like reminds me of that carrot cake, that Renaissance flavored turkey carrot cake we had just a little bit ago.
That carrot cake was so
Carrot
good.
cake is the bomb diggity, folks. All right. Joey is laying the responsibility of the stamp onto my shoulders, folks. All right, I'm going to be gentle now.
Don't be too gentle.
Right on the side of the handle.
I like that.
it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Very good.
All right, you're going to show it off, and then I'll hit the reduction.
This is correct.
This is that bling bling effect, folks, and here it comes now.
Sorry,
Looks
everybody.
brown. It looks really good. It looks pretty darn sexy like that.
Now we're going for the bling.
That was more like an alien sound. Oh yeah. Look at that blue. It's more like a purple sheen, honestly.
And look at the inside. He coated the inside with white, so the interior is white like bone, and the outside has got a whole lot going on.
White like bone.
Should we try and polish it? Or should we just...
It looks perfect. I think you can knock it off on a paddle.
Yeah, I think we put it on a paddle, give
Or
it the
set
old...
it there. We can get it away with the granny
I'll
drivers.
put this back right over here. There we go. Granny grabbers?
Oh, those will
These
work.
are great. We just fixed them up, both of them.
Just put it right in the end.
Yeah.
Take that pipe.
He's moving, folks. Look at him go. I'm going to preheat these. The glass is super fragile on a temperature scale right now.
All right. Beautiful. We'll get the door.
And she goes. That's some serious action going on there, guys. I like it. That oven's cooking at about 960 degrees, that particular oven. Every oven we have in here, we've got like 7 of them, cook at a different temperature because when you build these ovens, and we built them all from scratch, the interiors are a little bit different, so you have to find the annealing temperature that's a little different for each one. It can be anywhere from 900 to 1,000 degrees. And a cool test is what you do is you pull a piece of 1/4-inch glass cane about 30 inches long, and you put it on 2 bricks in the middle of the annealing oven. And you bring the annealing oven up to 1,000 degrees. You start around 900, and you let it sit for an hour, and you bring it up 20 degrees. And if it gets to 920 and the piece of glass is still sitting there, you bring it up another 20 degrees, 940, 960. And then when you start to see it slump a little bit, that means that you drop it back down in temperature about 40 degrees, and that's your annealing temperature, right when the glass becomes a solid. So that's a cool little quick lesson there for you guys. I like pouring some information into the
That's what it's all
into the
about.
microphone. Exactly.
That's what we're doing here.
So now it's going to be another piece. That tasty little drinking horn, the Mammoth Tusk Horn, is going to be for sale on the website. Michelle, take care of that.
Yep.
But we're going to move on to the next piece. You spinning the mold?
Sure.
All right.
I got some good ideas for what I'm doing here. Now, I spun them twice last week, and they both landed on me, so there's no treachery. You better spin this time.
The mold.
Open
If you
face
are
gives the person
going to the Renaissance, the website's going to be live shortly. You could get your own horn.
We need what?
The website's going to go live shortly. So if you're going to the Renaissance,
We should go to the table.
no, just so you know, it's coming.
All right.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Perfect. Will do.
No scandals. No stopping. No cheating. Oh, that's
What
on me
the-
again. I'll take it.
Another spin. Here we go.
Come on.
Hey!
Decent. Thank you very much.
I think that was good.
That's a win, folks.
Jake got it. That's just a bunch of
It's
BS.
The dragon eye was pulling it towards
What are you
him.
going to do? Look at that dragon eye, guys. I'm going to give it to Jake right now. Watch.
Ow! Now, what else do we got here? Look at, there was something else really cool. I found this when I was like 2. This is my buddy. He hangs on my belt, looks at all the little kids. When someone's like, what's that in your belt? I get them talking to him. We got these really cool belt beads that we've had for quite a while
Look at this one.
at the Ren Fair. These are just decorative, delicious things.
We've never made any of those. Maybe I'll make a belt bead tonight, you guys.
That would be
And
sweet.
anybody who wears a belt, you put this thing on, it's like a mobile paperweight.
Yeah. It
Super
holds
pimp.
down your belt papers.
It's called the bling.
Yeah.
And if you want to be doing the bling, only the belt bead will do it.
You heard it here. Let's take one quick look at the table. It's going live in 5 minutes, folks. So we talked about the drinking horn. We talked about the roses we have. All of these beautiful pieces are on the website with pictures, ready to purchase. If I had to guess, everything other than the world record pieces are one-offs completely. We got new mugs. We've been doing a lot of drinkware, so a lot of these are brand new pieces. This is a sweetie right here with the black in the cracks, orange tones, clear on the bottom, big black stamp on the side. Super clean, super tasty.
That's the Harley. That's the Harley mug.
That's the Harley mug for sure. And then you got a pretty big guy over here. This is like a deep aubergine purple here with a nice solid handle. That's for someone, boom, you could almost get 5 fingers in there if you had a 5th forefinger. What? A 5th forefinger?
Maybe that would be
Fifth four?
the 6th finger.
Yeah, maybe
If
it
somebody
would.
out there has 6 fingers, this mug is perfect for you.
That's fancy. And 2 beautiful pieces of stemware as well. There's detailed shots of all those on the website, folks. You should check it out. That's what runs these shows for us, selling our product and allowing us to do what we do. Something else that's really cool that we could talk about before I get started is this right here, folks. We've got another flag to add that was sent to us that we're going to put on our beautiful array. We got 1, 2, 3,
Is
4,
that a
5,
flag
6, 7, 8, 9.
pillar?
This is number 10 on our flag pillar. That's right.
And where's it from?
This is from, if you look right there, you could tell us. I know it's Florida. I believe it's the Florida Keys.
I think it's Key West, guys. Conch Republic. I think it might be called conch
I think it could be.
because you can make conch fritters. They're really good.
And I don't know anything about a conch shell, if that has anything to do with all that.
Yeah, it
But-
does. A conch comes out of a conch shell.
Really?
You can tell that we're big Key Westers here. I do know that key lime pie comes from down here at mile 0.
Well, that's all good, but look at this card that we got from Sil and Bill. And this is Bill Lutz, comments a lot on our shows. We got a couple custom orders, but if you could take a real good look at that, I'm pretty good at reading cursive. I was looking at this and I was like, there's something up with this. And I flipped it like this, and then I flipped it like this, and I still couldn't read it. And
Let me
Michelle
see.
explained to me, and let's see how you can do it.
If I was going to start
Can
reading,
you read that? It's quite cryptic, folks.
you have to do it in a mirror?
That's right.
How did they write backwards?
That's what I said. I have no idea, and you'll have to let us know in the comments, folks, what you think. There you go.
I can read it now.
It's
see
pretty
it says,
darn
hello, Michelle and Chris. So you have to look at it through the light on a light table or something. Maybe because there's like a pirate ship on there or something. This is something crazy. All right. You're on
Website is
camera.
live.
It's live, Michelle. Tell everybody they're right here.
Hi, it's live. It's not on the top. We're gonna fix that.
All right. So Jake's going to be making something real special here.
Yep, it's go time. I got the colors I need out here, and I'm about ready to do it.
All right.
So we'll do it.
That'll do.
And we got my favorite blowpipe here, so that's going to be perfect.
You're going to be using the Merc bucket.
The, no. Nope.
I'll take it away.
Put that over next to Jake's drinking water.
Mmm. Did you say fill it up?
Merc number 6.5, folks. This is the first dagger of the year.
Oh, Dagger Town.
This is tough, but I'm going to go with this one. I went with the gold brown, the same color Joey used. And I'm going to see what happens when I take a heat and put a layer of the blue chrome over the gold brown. We're going to do an optic twisted handle.
Okay.
One extra layer here. Right on top.
Tiffany,
Huzzah!
we've made a lot of dragon mugs, I'm telling you. Yeah,
Big
we
time.
had that. We have a really cool specialized mug called the Dragon Tail mug, where the handle is a crazy dragon tail that wraps all around the cup.
We made a pretty sweet custom order for Bill, too. A couple weeks back, that all recycled dragon special. That thing got out of control. But here goes the air. I'm blowing air through my thumb into the pipe. There it is. And I swing it, and everybody at the event last night was asking, why are you guys swinging the pipe around so much? You know, you don't look that cool. And I was like, well,
Yeah.
thanks for your opinion on that.
It's
No,
purely
they didn't
purely
say
for
that.
visual effect.
Yeah, they didn't say that, but
Mark-
they were asking genuinely.
Margaret,
Can I get up in that mold?
you're asking about the pieces that are for sale on the feature table. Every week of the show, this is show number 176, we have the feature table that has products 1 through 12 that we offer for sale on the website. You go to the website, you click on the gathering point in the gallery area, and it has all those items on there, and you can buy them. Sometimes there's multiples, like the roses. There's probably more than one because those are items that we make a decent amount of them. But a lot of times they're one of a kind, only been made once. And they're one of a kind, so you buy them, it's one and done. So when the feature table goes live, there's sometimes people waiting right there with their finger on the key, and they go like this, and it makes the purchase, and they get it.
Yeah, and that's glassacademy.com, folks. That's who we are. We're out here in Dearborn, Michigan. We got Chris, Jacob, we got Joey back here, we got Marissa on tech, Uncle Dennis is on the camera, and Michelle is a glass blower as well, but she hasn't really blown a piece in about 2 years here on the show.
That's a lie. I do the experimental show every week.
Shots fired.
Yeah,
Get the
right?
bus out.
All right, you can do what I'm doing. We'll trade jobs. I have no problem.
Blow light.
Remember now,
Good.
this is a dagger,
Real
not a giant
tiny.
sword.
Jesus, I forgot.
I think I might make a tiny little letter opener dagger when it's my
Blow
turn.
real light.
Because Jake's going to be beefing it up over here.
Good. I did get it dialed into a affordable size. Not affordable, but a...
Where do you guys ever go sword shopping?
Where did we ever?
Yeah.
I don't actually own a sword.
What?
What a sword?
You call yourself a Renaissance man?
It's true. It's true. Just glass swords. Yeah, this
Yes,
is...
that's right, because I'm being so efficient over here.
What?
I was able to get Joey's sword on there, or Joey's horn, and it's sold.
I wasn't discrediting anything you do on the show at all. I was just saying.
Yeah, you were just.
I was just saying.
So, if you guys heard what Michelle just said, we try to get the pieces that we make live before your very eyes on the website as quickly as possible so that anyone who's watching the show can get on there in a different window and purchase that thing. And she got Joey's mini horn, shot horn on there, and it's sold. It's gone. Yep. Already gone. But that doesn't mean that Jake's dagger / sword isn't going to be available, because this is going to be a pretty taste one.
Yeah, Joey, let's go for a black one for sure. You're right.
What color?
Huh?
Said what color?
Black.
You guys aren't familiar
I can't
with
see
it.
black.
Let's go blue,
black,
actually,
the
on the
color
right.
black is really just a really deep purple. There is no true black glass.
That'd be indigo.
Yeah, so it's a really deep indigo purple, and as you blow it thinner, it becomes more purple, but if you keep it really thick and dense, it stays completely black. And the cool thing about this particular black we're using is it's got a lot of silver in it, so it becomes very metallic and almost looks like metal, which is pretty sweet. So keep an eye on that, because it is going to be beautiful. Watch when Jake's making this, but this is like part of the tang of the dagger.
The color's
Maybe
also
just-
blue.
You can maybe save that for a second.
Has anybody out there ever been
Actually,
to
I'm
a
probably good.
medieval fair? Is there a Renaissance fair in your town or in your country?
Say that
or
again?
in
I think I'm good
your
on that.
Backyard?
Okay.
You don't know, but
Let's
where were you
do.
at, and what did you like the best about
do a
that
punt.
show? Is
Choose
this the
this?
Probably
question?
not
Yeah,
blue
you
on
have to
blue,
tell
I
them the
think might be a
question.
little
Yeah,
hairy.
that's the question, you guys. If you answer the question, it's right here. Have you ever been to a medieval fair? And send that to enews@glassacademy.com. You'll get entered to the drawing. Every single show, 176 shows tonight, we do the last piece of the night is the giveaway that we give away the following week. What's the giveaway we're giving away this week?
That sweet barbarian
Oh,
special.
yeah, we
right
made
behind
a
you.
barbarian shot mug. Michelle, you gonna hand
That
model
was such a sweet piece. It's like
Here
a
it
couple
is,
of our
folks.
drinkware pieces have already gone as well. Thank you for the girth on that punny.
Oh yes.
It's a perfect.
Very nice. Very nice.
That was the hand modeling song.
Thanks, Chris.
You're welcome.
So I gotta remember. I'm really trying to remember as we're doing this
Yeah.
the order of the way these things go down.
I
We
always
just
like.
flipped it around.
I always like.
This
to
can be the
add
base of
some
the sword that you're
comments,
attached
especially
to,
when
or
these
you
guys
can
are
flip
blowing
it again
glass,
after
folks.
you make the crest.
And you could just
and
show them
flip
more
flop
on that
or
over
whatever you
again,
wanna
so then
do.
we can get
All
back to the action. But my comment being, when you're making swords or you're making anything that's really long, that's off the end of the punty, you want to make the punty really big and chubby and round, almost like a
Okay.
paperweight, so that it holds the core heat of the punty and doesn't get cold. When you want the punty to pop off real quick, you make a punny really narrow on the blowpipe, and then it comes off very easy. So whenever you're making daggers, you want the punny to be real chubby. You hear that, Joey?
Chubby,
Chubby punny on dagger, so it holds the heat.
keep that core nice and warm.
Exactly. You're getting redder by the minute.
Redder and redder. I've got lobster in my blood. It comes from the Florida. Oh yeah. Candelabra.
On. All right, now we're gonna go for a blue. We're gonna go for a gold brown.
You want a hilt?
We're gonna do the handle, the hilt around the fingers, the finger saver.
Like a samurai saber?
Yeah, is that the hilt? No, the
Well,
hilt's
you
the
know,
back
when
of
you,
it.
When you stick it in somebody, it keeps your fingers from going in there.
Right. No, I'm talking about this piece, the handle on it,
Oh.
the guard.
The knuckle guard.
That's perfect, and let's do it out of blue, yeah.
Yeah, Yeah,
I'm sure he can talk.
I'm going to keep talking, you guys. I'm going to tell you about different colored glass, which some of you guys might not know, but different earthly minerals off the periodic table are what change the color of clear glass to a different color.
They smell different too.
Yeah, and they smell different too. Joey, what are you talking about?
That's right.
You
It's the
can
truth.
smell the difference in the color.
They all smell different for sure.
Yeah, like white glass, you don't want to smell white glass.
Orange is worse.
Orange is the worst.
Tin, tin oxide's very corrosive. It
How
eats
about a little,
metal.
But then
Just
why
the
do they put it in our
fumes.
deodorant?
Little flat squish down. Joey's queuing up a beautiful piece here right now. There it is. Super flatty. Oh, yeah.
One side or two sides on the
Um,
dagger?
I'm not sure. Just bring it over. I think that's going to be a little bit wide. Can we fold it over and reposition it or something?
Oh
We're
boy,
gonna make
fold
some
it
Damascus
over.
glass.
There it is. Perfect. That's the Taco Tuesday special.
Let's talk about
That will look like a fencing one because you know how the fencing ones go like that. They're like
right, they got the
they're
extra
rounded
guarded
on one
action.
side.
That's
So
cool.
that's kind of cool.
Let's see what we can do with it.
One side on it.
No,
so
I'll
it's
take-
better context.
I'll just give it the old stick and pull.
Love that one.
Yeah, it's
Lay
classic.
it on there like the dragon handle, right? Big part up front.
Mhm. Just give
let
it to me,
fall.
baby. The other way. Flip it flat ways. We get a little more heat on it, and then bring it to me flat so it can be, you know what I'm saying, like this.
I got you. This is the guard or the blade?
This
That's
is
what
gonna
happens,
be
you
the
guys, when
not the blade.
glass
This is
goes
the
are working together and they've
part
never
that goes
made
in
this
front of your
piece
knuckles.
before.
Okay.
They're trying to figure it out, which is amazing. They're seeing the action go together right now.
just like that.
Oh yeah. You guys see the wheels turning in Jake's head? I like it.
Yes. Lovely.
Give him a round of thumbs, folks.
Woo! All right. That's nice. Now we're gonna figure out what's going on. What's going on? Just like that. Boom. That's where you put your hands. It's pretty sweet. I kind of like the fold in it. It's on one side only. It's pretty cool.
That's design.
Yeah. It's design right there. I love that. Okay. Now we're gonna go. It's gonna be a rounded blade. So
What? Like a lightsaber?
yeah, kind of lightsaber style.
You want to do core color or something?
Yes, green on the core.
So we're jumping from medieval times to Star Wars times.
Not
you
really
guys.
at
Did
all.
you
This
just
is kind of
feel that?
like, not really. It's kind of like the HBO series where she's got that needle, you know, a pointy dagger style situation.
It is called the needle.
There's definitely been blades like this that have taken many a soul over history.
Over a piece of bread, right?
It depends, you know, I can't speak to that. I wasn't quite there. I'm not going to take a side. And if someone calls me one more time while I'm making this piece, the same number,
Call them out.
they're going to have an issue.
They're trying to get through to you to tell you to change the style of the dagger.
That's not cool.
It's a future version of you trying to get a hold of you, saying,
Don't
"This is
make it a
terrible
green
mistake.
dagger.
This is what starts the butterfly effect.
So I'm going to
Is
keep
this
the
the
punny nice
blade?
and warm here.
This is his blade right here.
All right.
That's the core of it.
You want to fill out the outside?
No.
What's the core
Maybe just
color?
maybe a schmack of gold brown. Like
Outside or the whole thing?
On the tip.
maybe on the whole thing, and we'll twist it as we're putting it on.
Go.
There's no bling bling to it yet, but it's got nice ergonomics, I can tell already. And that's gonna save your knuckles when you go like this, if anyone's chopping at you.
one coat.
Yep, perfect. That's the size of the bottom
I'm
there.
surprised nobody got that gorgeous electric copper blue margarita glass. Number 8 on the featured table, you guys. I made that thing.
Was that a full coat of gold brown or just on one side?
And when I made it, I
Okay.
put like the quadruple lip wrap on there.
I'm gonna cylinder it.
Oh, it's, yeah, a little flatter on the bottom. There we go.
It
That's
is a
looking good.
beaut. I'm going to bring it over and show you guys in a minute, but not right now because this is the heat of the moment right here. Check this blade going on.
Check it.
Yo.
Come on
Looks like
down, baby.
These flashlights my brother used to have to hold in the Air Force because you have to walk across the street with a flashlight so nobody hits you. Galileo.
Galileo's goblet. It is. What piece? Oh, Galileo's goblet is number 8, everybody. And I'm going to show you in a couple minutes, but that piece is gorgeous. I'm surprised nobody's got it. Nobody's got it by the weekend. I'm going to have it on stage out at the festival, having a nice ice-cold beverage out of it. It is going to be good.
So when I put it on there, the connection was nice, but I was also able to, with a little bit of extra heat I had, take it to the bench and really jam that connection into the body of the handle there so that it's real nice and delicious. Now I'm going to pull this out, get it to the length and the thickness that we're talking about that could do damage.
Here's a little trivia. Who was the girl who had the needle sword in Game of Thrones?
You know, they got a prequel coming out
Really?
next week, the first season. It's going to be pretty sweet.
Well, who was that little
What?
girl?
I don't know.
Me either. I know her, but I can't remember her name.
You're asking us or you're asking them?
I ask everybody out there in the
To the
in
general
TV land.
public.
Starts with an A. Ends with an I.
That looks mighty sharp, Jake.
It does look pretty dangerous.
All right, you guys have time to enter the contest. I will say this week we had 47 people enter the contest. So you have a 1 in 47 shot.
47 people in the
All right.
contest to
How about
win
one
that
more Blue
Barbarian
Rosetta
beer.
real quick?
No, there was more for that, the $25 gift
Oh,
card.
this is for the gift card. So they answered 2 questions.
Sunday, you answer the e-news, and you'll be entered in that contest, or you can enter this one tonight.
Yeah, so on Sunday, when Michelle sends out the email on Sunday, guys, if you answer the question and you put it in and your name gets drawn, which we're going to be drawing that on the show tonight, you win that $25 gift card, which you can use online or in the gallery in person.
I have a question. How many people are new on the show? Is this your first time watching The Gathering Point? If it is, we'll give you a little background. Give us a thumbs up if you're new. You don't even have to say anything. Just kind of throw a couple thumbs up and we'll know we have some new people in the chat. If you're
Got it.
watching it on replay,
Arya Stark.
Yeah.
That's the Needle Girl.
Got it?
I think that's it right there.
You want a blue stamp bit?
We will need a stamper. Thank you, Joey. We
Blue,
got
all right.
all kinds of iridescent colors all over this thing, yeah. Stamps going right on the bottom of the handout.
We've got about 60 people on the live feed, guys. But the funny thing about these shows that we do, this 176 shows, we'll have quite a few thousand people watch this show after the live airing of it, which is pretty cool. But the live airing is, the coolest thing about the live airing is that you guys can reach out to Jake from the website on the custom order page and have him design something that you're interested in, and we'll make it on the live feed for you. It is the coolest thing ever.
I know you're not looking at YouTube and Facebook combined, so we definitely have more than whatever you just said.
Oh, I'm sure we have more, but I'm just looking at what I got. 'Cause
Just
I don't know
at
how to figure
Facebook.
that stuff out.
Right.
Choice the tip
Check
of that, Jake?
that out. Yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. So we got rosettas on bottom top. That's all iridescent blue, blue in the middle with some gold brown, and that's going to be gold brown with green in the core. Let's do it. Here comes the bling bling. Yeah. Holy moly. That thing's popping and smacking.
Super bright.
All right, so we'll knock on a paddle, same as the last one, I would say. There it is, folks.
That
First
one with the
dagger
crack
of
in
my
it might be-
repertoire
might
of
be
this
nice.
year.
Read my mind.
Really nice punny connection on the bottom here. Oh, baby.
Came off like butter.
Like butter.
Make fire now.
So that's actually uniridizing the rest of the piece. So as little as we can do is perfect, and that looks good.
Nice and magical.
And I'm gonna go slide her in there.
Coolest safety cone I've ever seen.
Heck yeah.
Medieval dagger.
If you see over there by the annealer, look what's peeking out of the annealer next to Jake right now, guys. A little production pumpkin action.
Oh, baby.
That's right. We're getting ready to move into pumpkin season.
We're already there.
Harvest Town. What a nice piece, Jake.
That was a crazy one.
All
First one
right.
of the year. Thanks, Joey.
Beauty.
It was a nice one. So that one's going to be on the website. I don't think we've ever featured swords and daggers on our product table before or
No.
on the show, really. So that's a pretty unique situation. Exactly.
Well, what's up, Chris? I hear you got a conversation with a dragon you gotta go beat up.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to make a larger
A what?
drinking horn.
What are you going to do?
A
That was
larger-
tough.
Always has to be bigger.
Well, bigger than the little tiny one that was just made. It was a starter
oh,
up.
come on
What
now.
are you trying to
That's
say?
Dragon
That
Eye
was a
Slave
little-
right here, guys. Check it
Little
out.
glass.
Dragon skin bracelet protector. Saves my wrist in case like a wild animal or a hyena comes at me. I can put it out, stop it from biting me.
I heard there were hyenas all over at the Renaissance times.
Oh yeah.
Hey, wait, no, back up.
Just,
I think both
What
of
we
our
got
people
going
tonight
on
are
over
are
here?
new people.
Color wise. Ooh, I don't know. I might have to make this one out of the perp. Joker style, maybe. Joe, will you bring me a granny green trail? Probably like the size of, no bigger than my thumb, with like 6 coats of green on it.
so Marianne's got a
Half
really,
that size. Let's say like that size with a bunch of green on it.
a really nice technical
Yeah, somewhere in
question
between.
about all the equipment and all
Whatever
the
you
stuff,
do.
the color, the glass, everything that we got going on in the shop here. What all do we take out to the Ren Fair that, I mean, how do we pack all this up and get out there? So the basic answer to that is we don't take everything out there. We got our major equipment, we got a furnace, we got an annealing oven, and we've got a glory hole, a reheating chamber out there. When it comes to tools, we do have doubles and triples of a lot of these tools, and that takes a lot of time, many years to build that kind of inventory up. Color-wise, I split all of our top favorite colors, and then I've got some other colors that I want us to use and really utilize that we brought out there. And then, other than that, we got to make some sacrifices, you know. Some tools we got to decide. It's like living in 2 homes. It's like, where do you want your favorite pair of shoes to be? At the Ren Fair or here? We're going to be blowing glass here 5 days a week. We're going to be blowing glass at the Ren Fair 2 days a week. So,
Yep.
except the only thing is we got a crowd in front of us at the fair. So if we're really hindered by our equipment and we do some treacherous backflip and lose the pipe, it could be no good. But there's a nice challenge to working with a really bent pipe. You know, if we have leftovers, it's all our secondary equipment when it comes to pipes, at least out there. And so when we work with these funky pipes, it's a nice challenge to try and make something as symmetrical as possible with a funky pipe. And we usually do a pretty good job at it. Great question.
Little gravity action going on here.
We've got about 3 or 4 people answering Justin that was just saying that he wanted the one that I just made there, that dagger. And I love to see that, folks. That's the Glass Academy addicts in the
House.
I was gonna say the flesh, but it's the online flesh somehow.
Can
But,
you let them know how long the Renaissance is?
Yeah, I can let them know how long the Renaissance is for sure.
It's about 1/4 mile long.
Yep. But you do go to the Glass Academy website. You can find everything on the Gathering Point page if you're interested in purchasing anything that we're making here tonight. But the Renaissance is 7 weekends long, folks, for people coming into town or for people that just are in town and want to find out about it or go check it out. It starts this weekend and it goes for 7 weekends. It's going to be a blast.
Favor and pull out the Irish size one real quick and just put it on the marble for
For
me?
sure, for sure.
I asked Jake to pull out a certain color I want to pick up on this. You can just lay it right on the marble and
I'll just lay it right down.
yeah.
Spread it out or what?
Yeah, flatten her down a little bit if you can.
The old
This is
yield
going to be a
pat
cool
pat.
texture, guys. He's giving it the old pat.
Pat, pat, here it comes. Nice. So because that bit that Joey brought over, that spiral trail, is still protruding off the body of the piece, when he rolls it in that padded down iridescent gold, it only sticks along that trail. So it's going to be a trail of color with spots along the trail. It's going to be pretty tasty.
Dragon scaled style.
Dragon scale style.
So I'm gathering over this, so I'm going to have to marble it down into a nice smooth shape and get all that texture off of that first bubble. If I don't, a good chance it'll trap some air bubbles in there, and I don't particularly want that to be going on. Looking pretty good. So I'm really shaping it, but letting it cool down so I can gather that molten gather over it.
There are quite a few around here. There are quite a few in every state when it comes to the Ren Fairs, you guys, but the Michigan Ren Fair in Holly is one of the bigger Ren Fairs in the country, and when they put together an event like this and you got as many booths as we have, how many are there?
A couple hundred at least, if not more.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of booths, and they're permanent booths. They're not anything set up, and there's acts, and there's the Queen actually, I think, left us this year. She took a job at a different place, so we're going to have a new King and Queen or something like
yeah,
that.
King and Queen for the last 20-something years. It's only been a queen.
Yeah.
I think she had him beheaded or something a long time ago.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to make some new drinkware for the new royalty is all I know. But
Exactly.
it's a huge, huge event. So that's why they put it on for 7 weekends. It doesn't quite make sense to do it for just 2 weekends. There's a lot that goes into it. We're all doing background checks right now. We're filling out parking passes. We're meeting with the fire marshal. We've been putting together the place for about 2 weeks now. And Chris and I are both still going to go and stay out there Friday night and completely finalize everything and get ready for Saturday and get the furnaces up, get everything running smooth, make sure everything is checked out before the people start showing up, because they do start showing up and it's a blast. It's a darn good time. So Chris actually just pre-iridized that piece.
Yeah.
Why are you letting it get so cold?
I'm taking a big gather over it.
Oh. Well, here we go. Here we go, folks. A big gather. One large gather. About that, yeah. It's a strip gather. He's working the angle. So now he's got about twice as much glass as he did have previously, and he's going over to the pipe cooler He's cooling down the pipes so that he can reach really far up there and have the leverage to work with that certain amount of glass, which is a pretty big amount of glass. That horn's still on the table there, which means it hasn't sold number 6 over there, but you did see the size of that. It's a pretty big piece. You hold this in your hand compared to the mug that did sell already. This is a pretty sizable piece of glass for sure. And you want it a little bit on the thicker side too, because when you're walking around with it on your belt and you're drinking out of it, you don't want to have any tomfoolery.
All right, I'm adding a little bit of exterior color on here. Just so that it's got a really cool effect on the very tail end of the drinking horn, guys.
Yeah. That's right. So he's working the Marver right now, folks. We haven't talked about the Marver in a long time, but especially for something, excuse me, that's going to be this asymmetrical, you really want the bubble to start off symmetrical. So what he's doing is, excuse me, he's really cooling down the tip of it. He's leaving a lot of thickness down there. That's all that is. That table is pulling heat from the glass so that when he blows into it, it swells up on the sides and blows out nice and thin and tasty. And then when he goes to make this long, elongated horn shape, he can pull it out and have thick glass to work with. If you start pulling it out and you're cutting into the actual bubble, there's no way you'll ever clean all the way down in there if that's the very tip of the horn that's completely hollow. That didn't come out perfectly correct, but you guys know what I'm saying.
Do you guys know what he's saying?
They know what he's saying, what
Hello?
I'm saying, what we're saying.
Good.
Yeah, that's right, folks. So definitely enter in the E-News giveaway, especially if you guys are watching and you don't necessarily, Donald, if you don't want to necessarily, you can't afford to purchase something just yet, or you've been watching for a long time and you just love glass and you want something in your home. The reason that we do that giveaway is to have an opportunity for everybody that watches the show to win something. And if you've won something in the past 6 months, you can't win again until 6 months later. So we're trying to keep it as fair as possible, and we get, on average, I'd say 120 entries into the giveaway each week. And so that's pretty good odds as the weeks go along here for someone to win something. And we've got the Barbarian mini mug here this week, and we don't know yet what we're giving away this week, but it's going to be something sweet. Marianne knew what I was saying. Dawn's giving me a hard time.
Hey, somebody said you sounded like an owl.
An owl?
Yeah.
What? Never heard that one before. Look at this work, folks. This is a big boy. Holy moly. Yeah.
Wow.
Hello, Joey.
Well, that was
Good.
pretty
This
impressive.
is something
Hello,
from Game of
little more.
Thrones. That is impressive.
The E-News, was that
Good.
Marissa? Did you put
Hello
that
again.
in there? Did she tell you how
Nice.
to do Wheel of Names?
Good.
All right, all right. We got it going on.
Marissa is figuring it out. Tanya, I did dunk actually a couple of shows ago, but it was kind of a half dunk because I dunked my microphone right into the water and it exploded the microphone on my neck. Almost caught my hair on fire and everything, and
Dangerous.
I'm all nervous about dunking now. That color looks sweet there, Chris.
Yeah, it looks
Looking
cool.
tight.
The perps and green. This is the Gesture Joker style.
Jester Joker style.
Joker Jester.
You better start doing a jig while you're working here.
It's a tongue twister. That's my boy right there, Joseph. I'm gonna need a tang.
Righty.
Let's do it out of black.
I like the sound of that.
How many of you guys saw the experimental show this Sunday? Let me see that in the chat before I start talking about it, because I've got some words. That color looks beautiful. I can't wait to see that guy cooled down. You all do know that the glass will never be its true color while it's hot, while we're working with it. So when it cools down tomorrow, or actually Thursday, we do the annealer reveal at 1:30, and that's when we pull out all the products from the box. They've cooled down overnight. We'll show them off to the global public, and then we will get them in the mail. If someone purchased them and we're shipping it out, we'll ship it that day. If it's a pickup, we'll call you and we'll let you know it's available for pickup here in Dearborn. So that's right, Joey nailed it. He called that the landing pad. That's just about the perfect name for that. And this is, it's very important where Chris puts it right now. He's deciding where that point of, that access point of the punty is going to be in line with the top so that he can open up smooth. And he just did a beautiful move there. That's tight. He chopped about 3 lines in there, and you guys saw it. He pulled it all the way up while it still had heat. What color is that there?
What'd you say?
What color was that one?
Black.
Black. Nice.
Thanks for the switch up on the punty there.
This is looking
I wanna have
real
black
good.
on black. Joey knows that.
It's a no-go.
Linda is calling for a toe-shaped bosom chiller.
Nice.
Ew. Gross.
Amy has given a big thanks to me for that rose mug. That's what I'm talking about, Amy. Like I was talking about, she's got a beautiful selection. I think she's got 4 mugs now of some serious collectibles, and that one was
Can
beautiful.
you bring me a real quick little clear bit?
Certainly.
1 second, Joey. He's bringing me a little clear bit. Bigger, twice as big as a stamp bit. And you're going to
I'm gonna
ovalize that on the marber.
So this may be the actual landing pad. Is that the case?
Well, it's going to be partially, yes. I just didn't want to have it solely all on that.
On the black, you mean, or what?
Black, and I wanted to have a little bit of glass on the horn itself. See it?
I'm looking at it.
Right there.
Right. I'm just trying to get Chris to explain what the deal is, everybody.
Because I'm concentrating, I'm not talking.
I was just trying to, because I actually didn't know the purpose behind that one, so I was trying to like fish it out of him a little bit. But I'll get back to the comments here, folks. It's a beautiful thing, like I said last week, having Joey in town, and we could switch it up. Maybe the next piece, Joey's got the comments, but having a third person blowing glass with us. Michelle's occupied with tech support. Marissa's got tech support over here. It allows me to really dive into the comments. If you guys got serious questions, please send them our way and keep them coming. Tech questions are great. Life questions are cool too.
Are you the type that wears 2 different colored socks?
No.
Okay.
That's not me, Joey. You got that one wrong. Well, that's a great question, Joey. Thank you for that one. Totally.
Here to help.
Oh, man.
Inspire the mind.
A fine oiled machine. Yeah. Tanya's cat's eating out of her her custom food and water dishes right now.
Nice.
We love to hear that. We got Veronica in the house saying they work together like a symphony. Chris does like to compare the art of glass to the art of string instruments, and I thought Joey was pulling out the Sophie to start blowing into it and making some sort of trumpet sound. There he goes, playing the flute. Chris has got a mic situation going on. You never can leave your mic on the outside of your shirt because all of a sudden
It's wrapped around the blowpipe.
you have some sort of dangerous issue.
So we're going to be putting a, how about a blue, is that chrome blue?
Yep.
Or it's just cobalt blue?
That's chrome.
I I think we're gonna go a granny green handle, and then we're gonna do black spikes on off the back of the handle. So this is a barbarian horn.
Oh
Lip
my
wrap?
God, it's getting crazy.
Nah, I
around
don't
here.
think so.
He's passing on the lip wrap. And let's see what we got here. You're the man, Donald. Pammy said that to kind of follow up with what you said, Joey. Odd people wear odd socks. And I was thinking odd socks like
Take a paddle?
weird-looking socks, but maybe she meant odd as in 1 and 1.
I mean, if you're disorganized to the point of not having any two socks the same,
You've got a situation on
you
your
got a
hands.
serious problem.
Yeah. Nicole's children love to wear their socks inside out. Is that like wearing your underwear inside out if you're camping or something and flipping it around?
You do that just when you're camping?
Oh, Joey does that almost every day.
All right, let's start that green handle.
That's a monster. I will say, you guys got to think about normally all your pieces off the punny, and when you take a flash, you only go so deep. Right now, Chris has got about 2.5 inches of extra glass coming down over the pipe, so he's flashing about 2 to 3 inches deeper into the hole than he's used to, and that's very important. You can't forget about that extra action. I believe it's Dana's asking about Batch and Poe. Batch is doing well. She's slowing down. She's about 18. She's got some matted hair, but we're getting her groomed. I believe it's this week. And she looked really happy this morning. She was all cute, and I gave her some treats, and she's feeling good. Poe's doing well as well. Let's see, how's Lucy? She's doing great. Dawn said, how do all of you know how long to keep the glass in the glory hole? That's a good question.
It just comes with experience, you guys. I know I want to make sure mine's a little extra hot because I'm going to be waiting after this flash. Joey's going to be marvering that into a cylinder.
How do you know when the right time to die is?
Oh,
It just doesn't.
getting
no, it just
philosophical
it just
around these
happens.
parts.
All right, looking good.
Joey almost caught his rear on fire there. He was backing right into the hole.
It's already hot enough, Chris. Take it easy.
No, it depends on the color, depends on the thickness, it depends on what you're making and how hot the hole is. I mean, if it was on all day, it's a lot hotter. Maybe you come out 2 seconds earlier. Look at this perfect handle. Joey's serving up. Ooh, Chris is going to put it on like a champ. He cuts it nice and easy. He's got the, whatchamacallit. Yes, no.
Yield
Looking
handle
good.
tool.
That's a beautiful move. You got to do that so hot to get that elegant shape. Before he even rounded it out, he focused on just squishing down nice and smooth that connection onto the body of the glass.
It's a horn. You got to have a real nice one, otherwise it won't want to stay on there, you know?
Because there's so much weight, you're saying?
Yeah, weight, and you know, when you're wrestling people with it, barbarian
Oh,
style, you got to
yeah.
have a good connection.
That'll cause problems. Carrie's asking me to take a guess on the ounces of that, and I'd have to go with,
40.
I'd have to
That-
go with,
what color is that?
I go
That's gonna be a
36.
thumb bit first.
I go 36. What do you say, Chris?
Ounces, at least 36.
So he agrees with me, and Joey said 40.
Yeah.
Coming out. I will put a thumb bit on, and then if you can bring me each one of those spikes just on one bit
Yeah.
each, it'll be perfect.
Just holler when you guys need me. I know it's getting a little crazy around here. Sharon said,
Double.
wow, Joey, you're real deep.
Double spikeage would be nice.
Thanks,
For
Sharon.
sure.
I'm ready with
For
that.
sure.
This is a Tanya saddle right here.
Tanya
Delivered
saddle.
straight from Texas.
More strength here, guys.
John's calling for a side-by-side with your forearm at the end of this piece so we can get a size scale. And probably a screenshot or two. Boom. That is a serious saddle. Anybody could ride in that thing.
Let's
And
take a
that
ride.
thing will be cozy with any size finger.
One coat, two.
That's a good question, too. A follow-up question to Dawn's question from Pammy here. Does it depend on how the glass is moving and the weight or the feel of it? And totally, it depends. I mean, look at how Joey's standing right now.
I'm nice and cool. The glass is warming efficiently.
He's doing it backwards because he's feeling the weight of the glass. He knows how much he has to turn
Yep.
it, and he's going to know when it's too hot or too cold. When you get a piece like this, you don't ever want it hot enough that it's moving again at this point. There's too much going on the piece, and I'll get some more of those. So at this point, it just becomes about timing for Chris. These are black spikes now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time we could have gone recycle with it.
Coming in.
So we're going to be double teaming the spikes. We'll probably get 4, at least if not 5, off of this 2-person gather.
Coming out.
Take it up top.
Probably after this one, I'm going to need a door open.
All right.
My cord! My cord! My cord!
You want it just kind of like a cylinder, right?
Yeah.
Can you put 2 on in a row, or you want to heat?
I want a flag.
Yeah. It's fine. You got the door, Joey? Oh, baby, this thing is serious. Oh, so that's the perps. I thought that was blue for some reason. I thought that was the chrome, that spiral trail.
Wow, it's so easy to get in there with the door.
Handy dandy.
Little surprise.
Open access.
Coming out.
Thank you, Joey. Makes a huge difference closing up the door like that. If you got a third person around helping out, to close that door up is going to save a lot of heat rather than just leaving it open the whole time Chris is working out here. This is pretty hardcore, folks. And how comfortable is that handle when you've got those horns on there like that?
Super comfy. Your fingers go right through it.
Literally.
Ouch!
Well, the reason that the handle is the size that it is that your hand goes through, and that's on the back of your hand. You know what I mean? So you're
That's right.
holding the whole horn in your hand like that.
It's the same as the defense mechanism on the sword, except you can actually hurt somebody with that instead of it being a saving mechanism. And we don't really condone anybody fighting with their drinkware or hurting anybody in general. That's not what the Glass Academy condones, folks. That's right.
Oh, yes.
You want to give me stamp off of that?
Sure. Sure. Okay, here we go. I'm catching back up now. Yeah, Nicole, there's so much talent in the way that Chris is going in and out of the hole right now. With a piece that large and Joey opening and closing the doors, he's going in at an angle so he can get in there behind the yoke, and it's super gentle. That punty's cooling down. If he sets that too hard on those 2 metal moving spheres, there's going to be issues. So he's really working it right now for sure.
If you guys
Thank you,
could give
Veronica.
this-
I love that too.
If you guys could give away this horn to someone that would wear it, who would it be? Do you know someone who would walk around wearing this drinking horn?
That's a pretty good question. How many people have some Renaissancean or just some hardcore, serious, custom designed drinkware, barbarian special using drinkware people out there? How many of you guys know those kind of people? Do you know someone who would drink out of this? Would you drink out of it?
This might be something you want to take to the family picnic, you guys. I'm telling you.
What? You can take a kid out.
Gonna do a reduction, Chris?
Now reduction, one more door, and I'll be my last flash. We'll get a good shot of it this time, Dennis. I'll bring it right out for you. Good.
Get the forearm up there.
Yep, Veronica, we love talking
right.
about the piece as we make it.
That's a gorgeous piece.
The colors will pop a lot more. We will not ship them until we show them off on Thursday's Anila reveal. That will be Jake.
And you guys know the colors. It's green perps. It's a green, bright green handle, black spikes all over it. This piece is going to be for sale today, and it's first come, first served. And then it will be shipped out or available for pickup by Thursday. So we're going to put it right on a paddle here. I'll take the pipe from if you grab the torch, and I'll heat the tongs up.
Carrie, I'm right there with you. It's like,
Yep. Hope you guys got
That
a nice
is-
picture of Chris's sweat on that one.
yeah, sometimes at the Renaissance Festival, these people are like
Hold on.
ginormous, and they put that in their hand and make it look like nothing.
Sorry, I'm trying, you guys.
I'll move.
Just spin the table. Nice.
Are you sliding it in there, or?
We can.
I'll bring this over just in case we need to do something special with it. But I'll let you handle that big, beautiful piece.
And everybody stay tuned. It's Wheel of Names after this piece.
Wheel of Names coming up. He's really finessing that clear, really blasting it with the torch, smoothing it out real good. Away it goes. I got the preheated tongs. Joey's got the dough. Say that again.
Look at that. 3 people to put it away. The annealer's nice and toasty
Beautiful.
warm.
Way to finesse it in there. That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
Well, that's the first horn
body.
produced this year, and probably the biggest horn produced in a while. That thing was a macho son of a gun. Hopefully I can remember to get the ounces on the annealer reveal table and we can measure it.
All right.
Take it away, Michelle.
Okay, let's see if Marissa can do the Wheel of Names. I've got my camera on, so I'll. They get here because they enter the contest, enews@glassacademy.com. Usually, oh, there it goes.
Wheel of Names, baby.
I think I can't talk while it's spinning. I don't know if we missed that. But okay, we've got 2 winners. Like I said, I think they're new people. Let's go with a $25 gift card first. We've got Kirsten Snyder. And
Oh, yeah.
This
That's a
will-
$25 gift card they're receiving?
Yep. So
Okay.
this will come in an e-news. You entered with your e-news, so we should be in your data bank. And you'll get a coupon with a $25 you can spend on classes or products or whatever you want at the
Can I
Glass
ask a
Academy.
question real quick? What is the definition of e-news?
E-news is where the email, it's an email dedicated just for these contests. So when you enter enews@glassacademy.com, you answer our question, then we put you in our data bank so we can do these contests.
But e-news is electronic news.
Yeah.
So that's
instead of a,
electronic news being produced by the Glass Academy and sent directly to your inbox.
yeah, we don't want to do paper. We don't want to do a newsletter. We don't want to do a magazine or a subscription thing like that.
Yeah.
So e-news is how we send Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And then if we're doing special events, we slide more in there. All right, so we are at 7:25.
So that's a big congratulations. We're gonna save, or that's what you're wondering right now. 725.
Yeah, well, should we do the spiky
I
class?
say we give away this. Let me show this. Let me hand model this thing off. This is a collaboration piece, folks. This was the first Barbarian piece of the year. And this is Granny Green. You got a beautiful, super tight clear foot on it. Stamp on the side, solid handle, 5 horn spikes. This thing is sweet.
I like
And we're
the,
gonna give this away.
yeah, the thing that just came up on the e-news, where some people win stuff.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
All right, will you spin the wheel for us?
All right now. Here it comes, folks. Here it comes now. Look at that thing flap. That's awesome.
I love it. Like, I never get to see this part of it.
That's
okay,
so cool.
there's our winner.
Here's our winner, folks. I'm going to reveal it. This is a name I'm not that familiar with, and it could be a local customer, someone that I see. I don't know what's going on back here, but someone that I see in-house personally, or it could be someone that's a silent viewer that's been watching for a long time. Could be a brand new viewer, but here it is. Deb Lashbrook, folks. I do have a neighbor across the street, Michelle and Deb, that I told about the Glass Academy, tried to get them to come out to the World Record
Wow.
event. If this is you, Deb, she actually saw me riding my bike to work today and honked her horn at me, so
Beep, beep.
in a friendly way. If that's actually her, that'd be wild, but maybe if it's another Deb, congratulations. You
And-
got a sweet, hand-signed, custom handmade, sweet son of a gun.
We send him an invoice. What is the invoice about?
The invoice is for shipping, so if you guys aren't local, if you can't pick it up from us at Dearborn, we're going to bill you just for shipping so that you're getting a free piece with shipping. We're not going in the hole, and we're giving you some free glass at the same time, so that's a super cool thing. Careful now.
Hello.
Congratulations again. I love to see the love from everybody when everyone says congratulations. That's 2 giveaways we just did, so there's going to be a lot of them.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
is that it for tech support, housekeeping, and whatnot?
That is for now.
All right. Well, these guys are cooking up something over here. You see the wrist working.
Flick of the wrist.
So you guys are doing something? Oh, yeah. All right. Well, then I call the giveaway, I mean, I guess. Or if, Joey, if you're not the one doing it, then we'll spin the mold.
We'll see.
We'll have to spin the
we'll
mold
flip a
for the
coin
giveaway.
or something.
Yeah, spin the mold. Or we might have to drop a hockey puck and start shooting it around again or something.
Oh, no.
Joey the Texan loves hockey. He's a great hockey
do.
player.
I do. I can skate good. I can't play hockey well. It's like, I'll come up with a good analogy.
All right.
You just wait.
Small green trail.
Itty bitty guy.
All right. Here it comes, folks. We're back to the glass blowing. Bring the questions along. We're going to get into action.
Granny or this one?
Granny.
I'm going to go ahead and add our 10th flag to our flagpole system over here.
Oh, you know what? We have neglected our VIPs. Some of them got the surprise today. We forgot to tell them. The bubbles we sent to the VIPs.
We neglected them?
We forgot to tell them that they were getting a free bubble in the mail.
I told them last week. I told them they were
okay.
getting something real special in the mail. And did those VIPs receive their special situation?
Yes, some of the people did, and they're commenting like, "Oh my gosh, I got an extra bubble." So.
Yes.
Okay,
So we
cool.
did send out a little bit of love, a little bit of appreciation, a little something to all of our VIPs. And we will be making a Renaissance VIP video here really soon, this coming week, to show you guys what the Ren Fair looks like. That's going to be on our YouTube VIP channel. That's the sponsors of our show here on the Gathering Point and the Experimental Show, folks.
You're going to make that Friday night?
Yes. Either that or I was thinking Saturday during the day, but either way it's on this calendar to do.
So I'm not telling you guys what I'm making, but it's another Renaissance product. It's pretty tasty. They don't stay around the booth very often.
If we got any new viewers from Iowa or from India or from anywhere else in the world,
Wichita.
Wichita,
Where's
send
that?
us some new flags, folks. We got 10 on here, and it really makes us feel like we are supporting a global audience, which is exactly what we're doing, but at least we can represent. We can talk about it during classes, and it's pretty cool to have these different spots from most of our most involved customers to represent Connecticut and Sweden and England and Canada and so on. It's super cool. Similar move you got going on here, huh?
Same pattern, matching.
Oh? Oh, is it a mini one? A matching set? Mini horn?
Nope.
Oh, brother.
Jake, are you talking to somebody? All right then, guys. Just like I said before, I'm rolling this to put that textured trail into the surface, but these are the same colors as that big horn I just did. Transparent purple on the inside, granny apple green spiral with that iridescent iris super coolness on the outside texture of that trail. Check it out. So it's still pretty hot, and you can't see the true colors. Pretty crazy, folks. But this is something that only comes about during the magical times of year. And the times of the Renaissance Festival are the magical times of year.
The most magical.
Yep. I think so. Thank you very much,
You know,
my friendly neighborhood beachcomber.
found some cool shells.
You did?
No.
You probably found some conch.
Yeah.
We got a couple comments here saying that Uncle Dennis is doing a great job tonight.
Good job, Dennis.
So that's pretty cool to hear. We are kind of figuring out the camera, the zoom, and I see how smooth it's working right now. It's looking really good.
He should be able to leave the camera go and run around to the other side and give everybody a high five. Dennis, come on around. Here he comes,
Give
folks.
him a high five. Yeah.
Let's go.
There he is. Woo!
That's what I'm talking about.
Ladies,
Watch out now.
he's available.
All right. What kind of questions do we got here? Why don't you use a stand-up station? Chris, how do you feel about standing up for 8 hours?
You're talking about bench?
Yeah.
That's something that's pretty traditional in the Czech Republic.
Okay.
And I think that the Czech Republic, the only reason the guys in the Czech Republic use a stand-up station is because they're really big and they blow really big glass. And when you're blowing pieces of glass that weigh hundreds of pounds, sitting down and getting up is real hard on the back. So they just pretty much go like this, and they just set it right on a bench, and they just sit right here and work, and they take and put it right back in. So it's a pretty, that's very traditional Czech Republic glass.
I didn't know that, and that's really cool to hear about. But what I do know is that when we work at the Renaissance Festival, we stand all day, and it's about a 10-hour day. And at the end of the day, my feet hurt every day.
Did you put iris on the bottom of that, Chris?
Especially when you're wearing these special boots. What am I supposed to do? Oh,
Good call,
There's
Joey.
two
Good
of
call,
them.
Joey. Keeping them on track now. So that's pretty cool. Nicole's wondering if we got a favorite theme at the Renfest, weekend theme.
I do love Pirates Weekend, and I think this first weekend is the Pirates Weekend, guys.
First weekend?
Yeah, the first weekend's Pirates Weekend.
I like.
I like the saber caber toss, the one when they compete, all the Highland Games.
Oh yeah, that one's cool.
Bagpipes, love the bagpipes.
Yeah, I don't remember the rest of them, but I like the good ones where people dress up. Let's see what we got here. There's not going to be a grand prize giveaway while at the Ren Fair, but we do a big show at the end of the day. So if you guys do come out, you can enter to win, and at 6 o'clock we do the biggest piece of the day, and everyone who's entered, you have to be present to win. So by the end of the day at 6 o'clock, there's usually only like 30 or 40 people there, which isn't that many considering we got crowds of like 100 people sometimes. And so we'll do a crazy live demonstration, and then we'll give away a piece from the gallery. It's different every day. We just pick it in the morning, and we say, hey, that's going to be the giveaway. Someone's getting free glass, and usually some sweet little kid or some awesome family walks away with something brand new they've never had before, and it's a pretty cool thing.
Keep going. Good.
I've had a few sketchy looking wizards walk off with some giveaways too.
Really?
Yeah.
We should try to film literally a whole show out there sometime. this year. The
Yeah,
Renaissance.
I mean, when you get back into the Renaissance times, the Wi-Fi gets really sketchy, though.
Right.
You
We
know.
can record it, film and record it, right?
We can totally do that, but I don't even know how the cameras work. Or, I mean, yeah, we'll figure something out. We'll do
Any
something.
videographers out there looking for some volunteer services for the Renaissance Festival?
That's right.
We'll get you some free access into the
That's
fest.
right.
Cap it.
Well, I call bringing the foot for this one because I see what it is now.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Do you want the snake pipe or the slightly more straight pipe?
Straight pipe, please. And I'll take a green foot. Which the green's over by you.
Okay. They're pretty equally snaked.
They all got a little funk to them. Take us to Funky Town, Jake.
All right. Bow, 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 bow.
You know that you can never, as a glass blower, get caught with your piece all crooked, giving the pipe the look like it's the pipe's fault. You know, like when people shoot a bad shot on the pool table, they're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"Oh,
Right.
what?" You can't be like, "Oh, what?
Yeah.
About no good."
So we got a deep transparent green here. Or as they say in Spanish, the verde.
We're gonna be getting a little of this going
This
on
is a
there,
little
Jake.
tiny for how wide that bottom got.
Slim liner.
But here it comes now. Nice and juicy. Nice and juicy.
Hear that juiciness?
Yeah, that's super juicy. I don't know if green on green's gonna be a good thing. We don't like to punny up the leftover soft color onto the next soft color, so he doesn't even have to worry about the bent pipe because I found a straighter one now.
We'll be doing
I
a
like making punnies.
purple when time's right. It'll be a purple handle.
Yep.
I've really found there's a huge correlation in punty making and the quality of your punty to how wide your legs are when you're putting the punty together. It's really important to get a really wide stance, you guys.
Yes.
But
Sometimes Jake will have him spread. He'll literally be almost touching the ground.
just doing the splits. That's when my best work comes out. Real tender. So it looks like this is going to be a mug to match the drinking horn, ladies and gentlemen. A barbarian mug, I might add.
I was gonna make it a leafy special, but we could make it a barbarian mug. You're right. All right. Well,
That
I
would
guess it
fit
is.
the theme now.
Huzzah!
It's been a little while since I made a barbarian beer mug.
I like it. Yeah.
Exactly. We're literally getting pretty warmed up.
Yeah. Big
Yeah,
time.
got to remember how to
shaking in
do
these
all this
boots.
stuff.
How's the weather for everybody out there? Here in Dearborn, it's getting perfectly mild and tender and cool at night and hot during the day, and it's just pretty much ideal weather for everybody.
It's Renaissance weather.
It's Renaissance weather. You get all chilly in the morning, and then by midday you're sweating like crazy, and then you get chilly at night again, put the sweater on. It's a beautiful thing. But I know not everyone's in the same climate as us right now.
Well, over by my side of the river over that way.
On the beach?
Yeah, at the beach. It's pretty warm. And we're still rocking our Renfest gear.
You better be. That's the way we do it. Hot and raining in South Carolina.
Hey, wait a second. Joey's driving his dad's car, and am I understanding it's a Tesla?
We got the Tesla out back.
Oh, we might have to go for a ride,
Oh, yeah.
Joey.
Wait.
Oh yeah. Anybody got a Tesla out there? Any of our viewers?
If you
Triple
do,
digits in Sacramento, California.
that reminds me of Texas.
hot.
Yeah, that's hot.
Hot, hot.
We had a few days like that. Didn't we hit triple digits at all this year? I think we were like 96 or something.
I think
but
I got a 101.
yeah.
105 when I left. The day I left Texas.
Wow.
It was like, see you later.
I think it averages like 115 in here when it was on those hot days.
Yeah.
But that's not technically the weather, you know. That's glass shop action.
All right, Spiky Town. I can't remember if we put the spikes on or the
I feel
handle.
like you did it after the handle, but I'm not positive.
I think we put the spikes on first.
You said green handle?
Yeah, but we got to do some spikes, Joey.
Spikes
It's still
first?
a
Yeah.
casual winter over there in Australia. Yep. What? Green
Just-
spikes?
Yeah, I'm just bringing it on this there together.
Black
They're-
spikes.
Black spikes.
Okay.
You can bring me that.
Joey
oh.
nailed that one.
All right.
Spot on.
Spot on, dude. So I'm gonna start up the spikes this time around. Just give it a nice dousing of the metallic black. One of our most used colors, I'd say.
I'm mixing sweat from now from sweat from a year ago.
That is pretty wild.
I did, but then I took out my favorite purple shirt and bum ba da bum.
Yeah, you gotta
It
watch
wasn't
this.
washed.
It smells like it did 2 years ago.
My clothes are all washed and super nice, except they're just wrinkly from sitting there forever. So I gotta get them in the de-wrinkler.
I'll tell you what, I put it over my head and it didn't smell too bad. I was like, oh yeah, the Renaissance.
I smelled you as soon
and
as
then
we-
the heat hit.
Yeah.
And it's like, ooh.
Opened it back up.
I think you could probably retire that shirt. It's looking a little faded and worn.
We could put
They
it-
all know him as the purple shirt man
Yeah,
out
I
could
there.
know.
put it in a
Well, either
portrait
dye it
box and
again
sell it.
or go buy a new
No.
one.
Everybody
I mean-
stop trying to take care of my wardrobe for me.
Why not look your best?
That would look great in somebody's shrine, though,
Like,
Chris.
get a nice
Whoa.
tuxedo, a Renaissance tuxedo.
No.
Sure. Here I come.
Ready, ready, ready. You look like
I
you're
got
having too
Brick
much fun
House
over there,
stuck in my
Marissa.
head now. You guys told me to take it to Funktown, and I started thinking about, I think that's the Commodores or something.
Okay.
Bow, bow, bow,
Yep.
bow, 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 bow.
Ooh. Ba-da-da-now.
I know,
Ba-da-da-now.
it's cool. Sorry.
Oh, she's a brick
Another spike.
house.
Yep. Probably like 3 more.
Ah, yes. The comments. The horn is on the website, folks. That piece is available. It looks like we have no fans of ours driving a Tesla out there. Very strange. I've seen these cars get pretty darn popular. Tesla's about to have a stock split, a three-way stock split in 2 days,
Yeah.
which is pretty interesting.
What? It's so darn funny.
Suck on Earth, Wind, and
All
Fire.
right, ready? Yep.
Yeah. All right, folks. Marissa's having a pretty good time with tech support over there. That's what I'm talking about. A little extra energy involved in the evening. It's never a bad thing. And the Teslas are on the expensive side. That's brand new. That's brand new tech for sure.
You know, a new Honda costs about the same.
Yeah, it's not super expensive at all. It's a little bit up there, but that's what I've had a lot of people telling me, and I say, hey, you know, it's not really.
I'm gonna tell everybody, it's a huge inconvenience if you're trying to go any further distance than 200 miles, which you can very easily drive in a day. So, plan on doing any long trips,
Right.
maybe
Shut
reconsider.
that handle, Jake.
And it's only really going to get more or less of an inconvenience, especially after this bill I just heard about. But all those charging stations are popping up left and right. Starbucks just did a big collaboration with like Audi to put charging stations at all their locations or something over the next 10 years.
You have to have a membership for it?
I think
Oh,
you
that's,
gotta.
That's BMW. Those
No.
subscriptions for services.
Right. But I think you could just pay for it, or if you're like an Audi customer, it's free. What color is this now?
Purple.
The perk.
Yep.
So we're going for a blown handle. Again, somehow I landed on my favorite pipe. This pipe is just sweet. It's the perfect size head for a handle. It's the perfect weight, the perfect thinness in my hands. I got 2 schmacks of perk on there. I'm gonna heat this up super hot and bring over something real tasty right now. How many horns is that? That's a lot of horns.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7?
7 spike.
Are you sure it's not 8?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh.
7.
Boom, here comes the bubble, boom. Seemed like kind of a bigger mug, so I got a little bit bigger one, but it's better to be a little bit on the big side than a little bit on the small side, because you can't grow extra glass out of nowhere, but you can leave glass on the pipe when you're cutting it. So here we go now.
Looks like your mace that you made, Jake.
What about that mace?
It looks like your mace.
It does, with a ton of horns on it. That mace was crazy. Yeah, nice squish. That's the move I see. So you stick it on and then you squish back towards yourself instead of trying to squish up into it.
Right. Roll it down.
Yeah. I like these.
All right. I'm going to take a stamp it, but I'm going to take a little black runner on it, and then we'll be done with her. Give me 1 second to let it cool off the handle of here.
Just a hair.
So I try to squish that back on there, it's going to push the handle in.
Ooh, Pammy, that sounds nice. Nice car. Beautiful. Here in Detroit, Ford is redoing the old Detroit train station, completely remodeling, keeping the exterior, but remodeling the inside. It's going to be the largest hub for electric vehicles in the country, as Ford proclaims, which is cool. We don't know if that's actually going to be the case
They're
or
going
not,
to partner
but
with other
it's going to be
people, and
badass.
they're going to make it a separate company. It's not going to be Ford Motor Company.
It's going to just be an electric vehicle hub.
Yep. With
That
all the
is
other
cool.
vehicle companies are going to be able to.
That is cool. That's going to be so cool. And if you guys have been to Detroit, or if you're planning on coming to Detroit, it's worth taking a look at that. Heading down into Corktown, take Michigan Avenue all the way down into the heart of Detroit. You pass it up and you start to see all the good stuff happening in the city. Detroit's really coming along. It's beautiful down there. It's
going
a
on with
gorgeous
the
city.
Dream Cruise this weekend, right?
Dream Cruise is this weekend. We're missing it.
Largest cruise in the country.
Old cars, new cars, people cruising.
Give me 1 second, Joey, to fix my thumb bit.
This is a serious piece. Now, I don't know if that horn's been purchased or not, but if someone did purchase that, this is the identical match to that piece. They kind of go hand in hand.
Holy Stampyitis.
Stampyitis. He's got a situation of Stampyitis, folks, and he's doing it, though. He's figuring it out. By Stampyitis, he means I've got a Barbarian horn right where I would have put the stamp on the mug. So he's thinking really hard. Here he comes. Nice squish. Very good, very nice.
Hey, Chris, what happened to the leaves?
We metamorphosized.
It grew into a beautiful butterfly, a barbarian butterfly.
Look at this. Would you look at this, folks?
Another matching forearm shot.
Oh my God. There's his forearm, folks. Incredible. No reduction necessary. That black automatically takes that matte finish, that gunpowder, gunmetal looking situation. Look at the way he throws that over his shoulder. It's almost like a really long lock of hair he keeps tossing back behind his head. That's nice. A little bit of water. He's going to come for the tap off. Joey's been preheating the claw over here with a gentle tap, and so the camera can see it, you know. There we go. Normally you want to grab the mug down in the thicker spot, pretty much right where those horns are. So Joey's got a little bit of his work cut out for him here. He's going for the under grab. Oh, what a flip.
Woohoo! Go,
All
go,
right.
go, 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 go.
Mm-hmm. Super
That's
tender.
a nice one there, folks.
Let's go. That was a nice one.
Another Barbarian drinking vessel. We got the Barbarian horn and the Barbarian beer mug. That's a nice set. Classics for our Renaissance 176th show. I love it.
Someone just said they might need to register that one as a lethal weapon.
That's
Might have
right.
to talk to the cops about that one. So we got about 10 minutes. I'm gonna bust out a quick drinking horn here. We did a mini mug for the last one. I'm gonna do a Barbarian drinking horn real quick,
Nice.
and we're gonna make it happen. And I think we're gonna have to go with the Harley colors, which is kind of medieval too, the black and orange, for sure. Probably, yeah. Let's go for like a deep spaghetti special. How about some black spaghetti? So Joey's gonna bring over the spaghetti, folks, and it's not linguine, and it's not fettuccine. Wait, is that a cheese? No, that's a pasta. But anyway, it's just glass. It's a spaghetti bit, folks. He's gonna throw it down. I'm gonna throw it down. He's gonna present it. I'm gonna throw it down. And we're gonna get the spaghetti trail on here. Just like that. Just like that.
Pammy was just saying she might want to try a Barbarian bosom chiller.
Whoa. Pammy, that sounds like something serious. So he's putting on a bunch of coats. The trick with spaghetti is that you want the bit of color tiny but dense in color. You want it to really stay strong. So he's throwing down his 25th coat, and since he's got the Marver covered, I'm gonna do the old Taglia Marver. And then I'm gonna pop the old bubble. Leaving it thick on the tip now because it's gonna be a horn. A miniature horn. Holy moly, there's a lot going on here.
Get it organized, Jake. Get it organized.
I didn't bring those nice diamonds out to the fair, but I did bring them to the library last night where I had that talk, so that's why they're not here.
Oh no.
But we're using the ones we got.
Oh yeah,
And they're
look at the
working.
spaghetti.
There it is, a little extra for us. So a move Chris did earlier this week when we were making mugs was he did the spaghetti, but he didn't melt it in all the way, and that looked pretty darn cool. So I think I'm gonna stick with that. We're gonna go for a little bit of a melt in. I'll marver it in just a little bit, but then I'm gonna start shaping up the horn. It's not gonna make the shaping of the horn any easier, that's for sure. And honestly, in thinking about that, I think I'm just gonna melt it in all the way because doing my first asymmetrical piece of the year, I kinda wanna have a handle on this, and we will put a handle on it. And that was a lot of color we just added on there, so that's cool because it adds a little extra girth to the piece.
Volume?
Girth. Yeah. That's right. Gotta give it the taper.
I love the way those spaghetti bits look.
Me too.
Got some nice mugs we made earlier in the week with that spaghetti bit action.
You could join us over here if you wanted to, Dad. Real light. Good. Real light. Beautiful.
Remember the question, guys.
All right.
Have you ever been to a medieval fair? And if you have, let us know. And if you haven't, tell us you haven't, and still email that to enews@glassacademy.com
Let's
and
go
get in,
for
because you could win
clear
this
landing
amazing mini horn that Jake's making, and it's going to be a mini barbarian horn. Oh yeah.
That's right. We're going for the landing pad here. That spaghetti looks amazing. It's only going to look cooler as that iridescence or that matte finish starts to shine.
Finessing a little punny stop right there. Looking good, looking good. Joey already knows he's gathering up the punty.
That's a cool one.
All right. Give him a close-up of that, Jake.
I will. I think it's cool. It's kind of a play off of what Joey did earlier. I saw him throwing the glass around so much, I wanted to see what I could throw.
Just toss it.
It kind of looks like some sort of like little creature.
It does, a splat monster.
Splat monster, yeah.
They get those
the
little
one.
like lizard fish things at the pet store. Have you seen those?
Wizard fish?
Yeah, they look like I can't remember. It's like an ancient creature that they've somehow recreated, and it looks like an
Is it
anthropod.
alive?
Are
Yeah,
you not
it's
talking
alive.
about Jurassic Park?
No. It looks like a lizard and a fish combined, but it has like fins, and it kind of looks like a dragon, but it's like the size of your pinky. And
Huh.
you can get them for like $20 at the pet store. Super cool looking.
What do you put them on your shelf, or you gotta?
It's like a fish. You put it
Put
on
'em
a
on
like
your
a fish.
shoulder.
Oh yeah.
Actually, they're more like what are those fish that sit in cups all the time because they fight each other? Beta
one-
fish. Yeah.
What are they
Beta
called?
fish.
Kind of like
Beta.
that. Except
fish.
more like lizard looking. They have legs.
Are they related?
What? No.
Are they
Salamander?
related to the duck-billed platypus?
No. I don't
love
believe
that
so.
thing.
I will figure it out and I will inform everybody of it later.
Nobody likes the duck-billed platypus.
I do.
It was voted the ugliest animal
No.
ever. It was. And you saw
Uh-uh.
these little tiny saltwater tears coming out of his eyes.
An axolotl?
I think so. Yeah,
Those things are cool.
that's what it is.
I never
I
heard
saw
of
a
it.
possum on the way downtown to Royal Oak, and I was like, watch this, he's gonna die, he's gonna play dead right now, and I walked up to it, and he just snarled at me, showed all his teeth, he was gnarly. But I pat him on the head one time, and I probably shouldn't have. Holy thickness.
No, lip wrap.
Nah. I mean, could I have gotten rabies and like turned into a zombie from that thing?
You could have.
Yeah.
When you were a baby, there was one that was living in our backyard, and I kept going out in the backyard with the shovel to get it, and it would just fall over and play dead. So I'd throw it over the fence in the neighbor's yard, and then the next day it was in our backyard again. I did it like 6 times, and finally I took it like all the way around the block. I just like left it in the alley.
You and your neighbors were probably just tossing it back and forth.
Right.
How
like,
about,
"Ah,
how about
I
a
don't-"
clear optic twister?
All right,
That mold will do.
just clear.
Yeah. And then we'll put a little accent on the back of it, or maybe just a thumb bit will look really nice. This thing's shaping up real tasty right now. Got the lip thinned out right where we need it. Oh yeah. Thank you. Is that ready?
Just about.
All right, let's do it then. Got my nice tiny diamonds.
Ye old twisty.
Twist like never before. Look at this guy. Beautiful. Wow.
Asking for my specialty.
He's the twist meister. Oh yeah, thank you, Joey. That'll do just fine.
All right.
Now you could make that into an ear. Put a lobe on it, big lobe. It's the ear handle.
You said you wanted a runner?
I'm gonna do a thumb bit. How about a bright orange thumb bit?
All right.
Don't make it muddled, whatever you do.
Somebody's gonna get this.
Someone is getting it.
It's a
Look at that
beautiful-
handle. That thing's, listen to the sound of it. I bet they could hear that.
Well, it's nice to know that we haven't had any mishaps with the plug, Dennis.
The club?
The club, Dennis brought it. It's out back behind the behind the studio. In case anyone gets out of line, he's going to use the club on them.
Oh no. Sounds horrible.
1 minute to OT.
Yep, let me talk a little housekeeping. Sue that purchased
bit out of this?
the
Yes.
drinking horn. Yes, we have
Looks
included
snazzy. Kinda
shipping
looks like a
because we
heart.
don't know the weight of these
Yeah, it
items. So we've
does. It
included
does.
shipping in the
Two-face
price.
heart.
You're totally
So do not worry, there was no shipping on the checkout. And that's that. So thank you very much for your purchase.
This thing is snazzy.
And that's all I've got to say.
Thanks, dude. Nice. Those beats. I am ready.
Do I need to write the other one down on there? I haven't written it down yet. The mug, Barbarian beer mug.
So juicy. All right, let's take a gander at it, folks. You can see the metallicness of that black starting to come out. Total sweet twisted handle. Nice Mario hat on top there for the thumb bit. And then you got your splatter animal on the bottom there.
Nice job.
Thanks, man. You too. Would you throw down a paddle for me?
Might have a poodle over here.
A little bit of agua. This is going to be the giveaway, folks. Next week, someone's going to have this. I'll give it the old tender taparoo here. Oh, super tender. Thank you, Joey. I'll take the butter knife to it. Just give her the blast. Let's see here. So it just left a little bit off the punny there. So what I'm going to do is go like this. Just tuck it right down.
To the back.
It's good.
Can you lift it?
Nope, it's perfect.
Around like a little frog.
Nice.
And away she goes.
Woo-wee.
Ow, ow!
Cowabunga, man.
Hours it cools down.
Yeah,
So let's give them a little taste of the feature table one more time.
for sure.
Surprised nobody got my super crazy
The horn.
this guy.
Oh,
It's so beauteous. Look
yeah.
at it.
It's got a beautiful stem on it, that's for sure. And that's unique, the big thick lip wrap.
I love it. I put
That's
it on
cool.
there just so it would hold a little bit more.
A little extra.
Number 8, guys. It is a beautiful margarita glass. Don't forget about the roses, but more importantly, get the collectible Breath of Michigan shirt by buying a tumbler.
That's right.
Those tumblers are pretty sweet too. That's the sporty challenge that all glass blowers do, making a nice twist cup.
And a big shouts out to Uncle Dennis, as always, doing an amazing job on the camera, and Marissa filling in for Sam, working tech support, working all the behind the scenes, videography. I think it went super smooth tonight for her doing that for the first time. So it's a beautiful thing, you guys. What a great show. We're going to get out of our Ren Fair gear, and we're going to go home to our normal present time couches. You've seen it here, folks. This is the gathering point.
176. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Later. And we'll give her a second to figure it out. There we go.